Hello, everybody. How are you all? Just updating. There we go. All right. Just had to add something into the description. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Welcome once again to our live stream. Second one of the day. We are on the Microsoft Flight Simulator Beechcraft King 350i, going from Westerland, Sylt, S-Y-L-T. We're going to take off, head down here, and then approach right into Finkenwerder. Not far from Hamburg. So, let's get in here, get everything set up, and let's get in the air. Hello, Amilla. How are you? Welcome. I'm just going to get me a little drink here while everything loads in. All right. We have 3 viewers on Twitch. Welcome.
SYLT Tower Frog 237 ready for departure runway 14 IFR to Finkenwerder. Frog 237 altimeter 30.08 wind 209er at 14. Cleared for
I'm doing okay, Mella.
Cleared for takeoff runway 14 Frog 237.
Let's get in here, change the weather. Let's get rid of that.
Oral warning, okay.
Let's change the weather real quick. Get rid of that. 9,000 feet is our climb. Altitude. 9,000. There we are. Get the parking brake off. Just have a quick look around. Flaps are down for takeoff. Everything looks good. Let's get airborne. And away we go. Flaps up.
Frog 237 contact Bremen Center on 125.1.
And away we go.
Good day.
Nice smooth takeoff. Look at that.
Bremen Center, Frog 237 is at 800 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
Looks really good.
Bremen Center altimeter 29.9er to continue to Sierra Lima Tango and plan.
Little area here. So yeah, very quick flight to Finkenwerder, and we will land, and then we're going to do a landing challenge out of this. Stay tuned for that. Hello, Nick. How are you? I had a look in the forums. A couple things. One, before I forget. So Sunday we are going to fly around London. I looked. I think when Bex had asked when we were going to go along the east coast of the UK, and I'd said like the next, like tomorrow, because we were going towards Farnborough. So that's what made me think that she'd asked something about it, and I said we could do that on Sunday. It was Brian who'd asked about flying around London, and I think that's when I said I could do that on Sunday. So Sunday is going to be UK Day. We're going to take the HST into London Paddington, and then we're going to fly. We're going to do some aerial tourism around London on Sunday as well. So there we go. So anyway, forums. I was in the forums earlier after the stream was over, and I tried to figure out what it was that I promised for Sunday. And what I discovered, it's very weird in a way. I'm not going to lie. Some of the levels of narcissism, it's very parallel to the levels of narcissism that we see in the Train Sim World 2 community. This notion of, I'm not going to do this, and that's my way of showing my displeasure with the state of things. This person, and I was going to send you a screenshot, Bella, because it would just, it would remind you of probably some of the very same people that we see, or you see, in the streams for Train Sim World 2 when they're doing a roadmap update, or in the forums, for instance.
8 miles southeast. Climb and maintain 8,800 feet. Expect NGB. DME runway 14 approach. Via Alden transition. Clear to Alden.
Anyway, so this person says, well, I'm not watching the live Q&A tomorrow. I've been lied to, and I'm not watching anymore, to be fooled again and again and again, and blah, blah, blah.
8,800 feet, expect NDB DME runway 14 approach via Oldham transition.
And I thought,
to Oldham Consoline 222.
so, do you think that they're going to suddenly change their Q&A to satisfy you? Or they're going to be like, oh my goodness, this one person isn't going to be there. We have to have them there. Hello, Patrick. And it's like, your behavior, you're looking for attention. You want validation for your anger about the state of things in Flight Sim. And I just thought, that's not very healthy behavior. It's not a very healthy mentality. I don't watch the Train Sim World 2 roadmap live streams because people go in and they keep pressing the same question, and when Sam or Adam or Matt or whoever doesn't answer, they continue to they start spamming the question. Looking for validation. They want their question read live on the live stream. They want their questions answered, or else, it seems. So when you post in a forum, oh, I'm not going to watch the Q&A because, you really you need to talk to somebody. You need some professional help, quite honestly. Because your behavior is not it's not healthy. I couldn't believe the level of narcissism. And I'm sure it was probably evident last night in the Train Sim World live stream about the roadmap when they announced that we were going to get some more American freight routes. Oh, I'm not buying it. You don't have to. Nobody's holding a gun to your head and telling you have to buy it or else. Right? If you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. But that doesn't mean that you should try to tell other people that they can't buy it, or that they shouldn't enjoy it. There's lots of people who love freight routes, So yeah, wow. It's crazy. You know, it's like, remember, I don't know, Mel, you probably remember this. I think towards earlier in the year, or maybe towards the end of last year, or whatever, there was somebody in Joe's live stream that said, if you tell me that something was delayed, like there was a route that was coming out soon, and there was speculation that maybe there was, I think, or they had said that there was going to be a delay because they had to fix some issues with the content before they released it, and the person said, if you tell me it's delayed, I'm going to start screaming my head off. Like, okay, well, go ahead and scream because it's going to be delayed, man. What, you think because you're going to scream that suddenly they'll get, oh my God, this one person's screaming, we can't have that. It's just, oh my goodness. And I'm sure when they said it, I think in the roadmap that it sounds like, or what do you call it, what was it? The Bright Main Line might be delayed a little bit. There might be a larger gap than expected from when we receive Reason to Dresden to when Bright Main Line comes out. I'm sure people were just like, that's unacceptable. I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah, but if they released it broken, or they're going to need more patches to fix it, you'd be fussing about that. Oh my goodness, I don't know. The behavior of some of these people is just, it's insufferable. Really. But anyway, enough about that. How is everybody doing today? How are you, Patrick? Haven't seen you. Is it a little bit better inside, Patrick? I can talk in here, I guess. Maybe it's not nearly as bad. I have to sort that out. I have to figure out the audio. I never noticed it, to be honest. But thank you for pointing that out. I will. I wonder, because usually I kind of back off the throttle a little bit, so. Is that a little bit better? Or is it better in here? So anyway, that's my, I don't know. Anyways, so how's everybody doing? Inside is better, outside missed most of your comments. Oh, I was talking about this narcissistic behavior with people in the forums. This one person said that they weren't going to watch the Q&A tonight about things coming up. I guess people can ask questions about what's happening going forward with Microsoft Flight Simulator. With, I think it's the people from Asobo, the lead developers or something like that. They usually do a Q&A every so often. Yeah, but this one person was saying that they feel that they've been cheated and lied to. They're not going to go into watch the Q&A tonight because feelings and and I was just kind of going over the attitude of, there was somebody that was in a live stream earlier in the year, I think, where a route was coming out on Train Sim World 2, and they basically said that when it was announced that the route would be delayed for release, so they said, well, if you're telling me it's good, and I guess the person hadn't heard that there was going to be a delay, and so they said, if you're telling me there's a delay, I'm going to scream. And it was like, well, be prepared to scream then, because it's going to be delayed. So yeah, this really. Hi, any hints on getting update 6? Well, Carl, welcome first of all. Thank you for coming into the stream. Now, what I had to do because I'm on the Xbox here, Series S, you have to go to the your main dashboard, your Xbox dashboard, right? And go to your. It's like. You got to look for all your games, and then look for the thing where you have your it'll say updates. You had to download the update first there. That's how I had to do it. And then after that I did I restarted my Xbox to make sure everything took, and then I relaunched Flight Sim, and then went into the content manager, and there was 5 or 6 updates waiting right there for me, and I downloaded those. There was one that I downloaded the first update, and then there was a follow-on update to the update, it seemed like. So that's my advice, is to do it that way. I hope that helps. Yeah, I agree with you, Patrick. Definitely. So, and that seems to be something that a lot of people have lost the capability of doing. But yeah, hopefully that helps, Carl. But if you're having problems, if you're on the Xbox, you may need to contact Microsoft support and ask them if they can help you out, if that doesn't work for you. But yeah, I had to download it from the games, sort of. You find all your games, and you can manage your storage kind of thing on your system, and just go for updates, and then it should be there. So for PC, I think they had people doing. You had to download the Xbox app on and sign in that way, and then you could do your update that way, according to what I've read in the forums. So I would check the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums, but most people on PC, that seemed to be, from what they said, was the we gotta get down to 7,500 here. That was the way that they could get the update. So that was the only way they could get the update. Was you had to download the Xbox app. So that seems to be the workaround for that. So hopefully that helps as well. I should have asked if you were on.
237, you are 500 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet altimeter, 29.902.
Negative, Ghost Rider. We are preparing for landing.
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet, Frog 237.
But I hope that works out for you there, Carl. I've never seen that either. A lot of people were a bit frustrated with that, it seems, with the way that this update is being released. Yes, I did that. You were up to date, and I thank you for that. I guess I will just wait a few days until they fix it. It's always worth it in the end. Yeah, everything seems to be, I will say, from my own experience, everything does look better. The lights all work. I understand that the lights for like AI aircraft aren't working. Yeah, I would check the forums again if you have time, Carl, and just see if anybody else has any other workarounds. But I just know that that's what took place.
7, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
From what just seeing in the forums yesterday, that was the solution. But there may still be some hiccups with that even. So, but hopefully it all works out in the end for you. Yeah, I think it's just taking a little extra time, Carl. Unfortunately. Here, there. Perfect. If Nick is still in the chat, maybe he has some other, because he's on the PC as well. He might have some other.
And maintain 7,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 7,500 feet.
We're already there.
Frog 237.
Anyways, all right. Let's just have a look outside. Oh yeah, you sit back and enjoy for right now. Absolutely, you're more than welcome to hang out. Watch us try to land here at Finkenwerder. And we're going to do a landing challenge after this.
Frog 237, contact Bremen approach on 119.51. Good day.
119.51 Frog 237. Bremen approach Frog 237 7,500 feet.
Frog 237 Bremen approach altimeter 29.92. Continue to HI 211 as planned. Frog 237 keep speed not above 220 knots.
Keep speed not above 220 knots Frog 237.
Very that's HI 210. Oh, we're in the Beechcraft King Air 350i, Patrick. Yes, I am. We're flying into Germany. We're coming in near Hamburg. We're going to be landing at Finkenwerder. So, yeah, we just flew from, what's it called? Westerland, SYLT, which is off the coast of Denmark. So, yeah. Flying into Europe here. Updates should be called issues, updates. There's always something broken. I wonder how the beautiful don't know, Carl. I've not flown by there before. I'm not sure if that's Rudeshine. I don't know. But yeah, Mick, if you can help Carl real quick or explain to Carl how you got the update downloaded on your PC, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate any sort of advice you might have. There's our airport. We got Stoddard Sand. Okay. I feel like we're going to be it's going to be a very steep descent into I think we're going to turn. We should start to see our where's that? Where is our airport? Is over there. Oh, you found a way to do automatic. Yeah, there is a way, Amilla. Yes, there is. You can basically have the autopilot. Once you get the ILS approach locked in, you can have the autopilot just take it all the way in. Download the update through Microsoft Store, and then the game went through the settings again. If you have a fully updated game, go to the marketplace. And there is a world update section which has a new world update for Germany. Melly should make a video. Well, I think if you, when I did that training on the jetliner stuff, the pilot kind of talks about that basically you could have the plane land and all you got to do is slow the, then you, after the plane's on the ground, you fire the autopilot and then you can slow the plane down then, but I prefer to fire the autopilot just as we get close to the edge of the runway, and then I land it. I do all the fun. I try to do all the fun stuff. I let the autopilot do all the hard work, so to speak. All right. Amela is very shy. Because Bella did a video about the PZB and SIFA on Peninsula Ford, not Peninsula, on the Rapid Transit. Bella didn't say a word. It was kind of like, I'm like, well, if you're describing what to do and when to do it, you got to talk. So that's one thing you should know, Patrick. Amela does not like to talk.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet. We can do that. We have the technology.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Frog 237.
That's one thing I've learned about Amela.
On 237, contact Primus Center on 125.1.
Amela does not like to talk.
125.1 Frog 237.
It's true. You know it's true,
Primus Center,
Amela.
Frog 237 is passing 6,900 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
Frog 237 237 Bremen, center altimeter 29.9er, to continue to HI 255 as planned.
What I will do, Patrick, I will try to change up
Log
the...
237 contact Bremen approach on 119er, decimal 51. Good
Wait,
day.
when we're done, I'm going to try to fiddle with the
119er,
sound
decimal
and try to
51,
lower the
237.
volume on the...
Bremen approach Frog 237 is at 5,800 feet, descending 4,000
so we got to
feet.
get down to 3,000 feet.
Fog 237 Bremen approach altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 continue to HI 256 as planned.
Well, see, all I see are the very front of the full game, which I foolishly uploaded like 3 times. I need to have my internet service. Yeah, you may need to contact customer support, Carl. That's a pretty... I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. But yeah, I'm at this point, I think customer support might be your best... for Microsoft might be your best option. Or you may need to go on the forums and submit like a trouble ticket and see if they can give you some information that way. Open the game like you are going to play it and go on to the game store of the world. Yeah, I think Paul, some people are having some issues with that aspect of it. We may just need to contact customer support. Oops.
Fog 237, you are 16 miles southwest of Finkenwerder.
Okay.
Contact
let's
Finkenwerder
approach
Tower on
mode,
123 decimal 255 when inbound on the approach.
and let's start slowing down here.
Tower on 123 decimal 255 Frog 237. Finkenwerder Tower Frog 237 15 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 05 approach.
Fog 237 Finkenwerder Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er, 2 wind 269er.
Thank you,
Cleared ILS
Finkenwerder.
runway 05 approach.
I salute you.
Cleared ILS runway 05
Yeah, if
approach.
you've
Frog
lost
237.
content, I'd say maybe the best bet is to contact customer service. That's a huge problem. Hopefully things can get sorted out. Alright, we have our green marker, our green lineup. That's working. Slow down a little bit more here as we get closer to our glide slope markers ahead. Yeah, it seems like most of the people that are having these problems are PC players who... This is like a different way that they've had to download the update. It's kind of thrown everything into all kinds of fits for whatever reason. Very peculiar. Alright, so we haven't gotten our glide slope. Hopefully that'll go green here in just a moment. Again, as far as you have to upgrade, sends me to Microsoft Store where the update is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I think you may need to contact customer support there, Carl. That might be your best bet. All right, looks like it's... did go green. There we go. There it is. Let's get the flaps down even further. Set up our throttle as best as possible. Slow down sufficiently. Our guides are all blue. That's a good sign. yeah, that's where a lot of the angry comments I've seen have been coming from in the forums, is because all the lights on. I like to have all the lights on. Oh, it'll be fun. Me and my co-pilot Clarence, we got this covered. Clarence does all the hard work. I just make it look good at the end.
Fog 2 tree, 7 wind 269 or a tree.
Oh.
Clear to land runway 05.
Well, so
Clear
yeah.
to land runway 05 Frog 237.
Since the update came out, a lot of people are angry because it's, first off, the way that the update was released, that it requires people to download the Xbox app and you have to sign in that way and all that. But yeah, there was somebody who was saying that they were basically not going to watch the Q&A tonight because they felt that they've been lied to too many times. That they posted something about it in the forums, and it was just like kind of very narcissistic behavior. So yeah. But I mean, the forums are a good source of information. You just have to kind of sort out the information from the people who are just posting very angry sorts of posts. Yeah, it kind of reminded me. Remember that one person back in Joe's stream, like earlier in the year, that when something got delayed, like a DLC was delayed, and the person said, "If you're telling me it's delayed, I'm going to scream or whatever. I'm going to throw a fit or something." And everybody's just like, "Okay, yeah, go ahead then, because it's delayed. That's not going to change anything, you know." So yeah. All right. On behalf of our flight crew today, thank you for flying with us. Global Freightways flight Finkenwerder. Hope you've enjoyed your flight today. We'll be on the ground in a moment. Here for landing.
500.
There's our usual call out that we are 500 feet AGL. Make it sound all official and stuff. We use the proper terminology and such as much as possible. Just lazy, the forums are very helpful. The forums help me fix it. Yeah, see? Exactly. Alright, let's get the throttle down and let's fire. Autopilot, you are done. Thank you kindly. Looking at the end of the runway. The end of the runway. And there we are, folks. Front came up just a smidge.
Fog 237, turn next taxiway.
And that is that, folks. Welcome to Finkenwerder. Local time, I don't really know. Couldn't tell you. Seems like it's late afternoon here. Thank you, Amela. Appreciate that. Mick, what do you think? If you're still here, I'm sure he was like, he doesn't feel obligated to hold Abella's hand anymore when I come in for an
Fog
alert.
2 tree, 7 exit runway when able.
I know early on when I first started, the landings, Mick would be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get sick." Alright, we're going to pull off here, contact ground control, and ask for a parking spot. I think there's already one kind of laid out for us, but we're going to call.
237, turn next taxiway.
I'm turning, trust me, I'm turning.
Fog 237, contact ground on 121.655.
Thank you, Nick.
121.655 Frog 237. Finkenwerder ground Frog 237 taxi.
No sick bags today. I hope we never had to. Nobody's ever had to use the sick bags at all.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Charlie Golf India Kilo November Frog 237.
Ramp 202. 202, not road. 202. I wish there was a thing like airport taxi sim where you could just like drive around the airport in a plane, you know, just taxi around the airport. You never take off, you just taxi around. This is a little airport here. Starting to steer off course there. Very strange how it's like the throttle is stuck almost. Where there's just enough. It's like it's on doing all it's on its own or something. What is this in a building or something? What is this? It's like a gas station. Something. Why would you have me go right through? That seems like out of place. Oh well. We avoided it. Oh, okay. There we go. I had to basically stop it, otherwise I wouldn't make that turn. So we kind of had to go a weird way around that little sort of building there. All right. Nice little, get to take a little scenic tour here around this airport. It's like an Airbus 320 right there. Yep. We gotta go. Oh, well, you know what? We're gonna follow it because we like to get our do our taxiing, get our miles in for towards our taxiing. I'll take them. Our frequent taxiing miles. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop. I had to do this before. That seems to fix itself a bit. It's kind of weird sometimes the way this throttle is. Well, stick around, Patrick, because we're going to do a landing challenge next. Also, we're not going to do anything crazy with the wind or whatever. We're just going to try to do a nice, simple landing challenge. Hopefully we'll get a good grade on it too. Listen, this is zipping right along. Kind of weird sometimes how finicky the throttle is. Well, let's just hurry up and get this thing apart so we can. Challenge. Look at all this lovely concrete airway here. Not airway, but it's November, so that's that. And again, it's like just zipping right along. Here we are. Try to ease it in here. Alright, let's put the parking brake on. Let's shut down the engines. Is that a catering truck? Hold on a second. I gotta see. Can we ask for catering? No, we cannot. We can ask for fuel and power. That looks like a catering truck, though. Turn off the battery right there. There we go. Voila. Okay. Let's go to the menu here and let's look at the options and see if we can't figure out the what's going on. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go to general options. Should be under here, sound. Aircraft engines. No, we don't want it that quiet. Let's go probably here. Let's go to the master volume and just turn that down a little bit. maybe to here. So we'll see if that fixes it. So, all right. Bush trip landing challenge. Famous. So we have a new one right here. Helgoland, Germany. Okay. Located on the uninhabited island of Doin, the smaller of the two islands of the Helgoland archipelago in the North Sea. Offers a remarkable view as well as challenges to those landing here. You can be treated magnificent vistas of seas and shoreline as you skirt the southern edge of Helgoland, the larger of the two islands, on your base leg. Then, due to the short length of the runway and winds of the area, prepare to coordinate between throttle flaps and other controls with precision once on final, and then carefully apply brakes once you touch down. All right, let's see if we can do this. How about that? Here we go. So we have our visual cues. We cannot use any kind of automated systems or anything like that. Thanks, Patrick. So we're kind of turning into the wind as we come in. So I think we're going to be okay. So it looks like runway 03. We got to come in right over those trees and then set it down and stop. We are Alright, so hopefully this will be a little bit better than before. This is a nice looking little plane here. Let's look inside. Yeah, it got autopilot and all that kind of stuff as well. This is one of those planes I definitely want to start flying around in. It looks very sharp, very sleek design. The only thing is it doesn't have any kind of retractable landing gear. It's just stuck in the down position. But other than that, it looks very, very sharp. Right, there's that boat. So we're going to turn. Let's start making our turn here. And then as we come around here, we should see the runway. All right, there it is. Looks like right there. It sounds a little quieter than I was expecting. Let me turn up my volume on my headphones here real quick. This'll. Good. I'm glad to. Oh, I need to. Now, if we have to go around, that's perfectly fine. If we have to kind of see where... Because sometimes it's very easy to forget, or you miss where the airport really is.
Stall.
Oops.
Stall. Stall.
I kind of feel like we're supposed to come in over these trees and then land.
Stall.
Missing.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Where is it? Oh, am I guessing this is it? Oh, I think I turned too early. Okay, we're going to restart it. I turned too early. Or, I didn't turn... Okay. I got to get my visual cues a little bit better. 'Cause that's all you can use is your visual cues. You can't really use much more than that. So we're going to come out here by the... Sometimes that's how I've had to do it, is just at least get an idea where things are, and then pick up my visual cues a little bit better. Okay. So it looks like we are going to got to go just on that other side of that kind of that harbor break there, the seawall right there off the left wingtip there. I think that's where we're lining up at. Yeah, it's very hard to pick out. You know, an airport like this, it kind of blends in with the scenery there. I think that's it. Yeah, it was coming in right over the trees there. It looks like it's this one right here.
Stall.
Ooh, wow.
Stall.
Very, very touchy. Ooh. We're gonna run out of... Yep. I had a feeling that's gonna be a failure. Wow. Oh, I didn't land on the designated runway. Okay. So I picked the wrong runway. All right, let's try it one more time. We're gonna get... It is certainly not the fanciest swim. This is not easy, that's for sure. But at least, okay, this time we're gonna line up better. It's very difficult to pick out the visual cues, even if you kind of have the sort of idea of where to line up. It's easy to miss it because it looks much different from up here. You've got that sun glare and all that. It's very, very difficult. Yeah, that runway, that is a very short runway. That one that we accidentally landed, that was not the right one. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. I think part of the problem is I was coming in way too fast, and I was trying to bleed off the speed at the last minute, which makes it even more difficult to land. You see, we are losing altitude very quickly, so it's trying to manage all that. We don't want to end up too short, which it kind of feels like that's what we're getting ready to do. Oh, where did the lineup go? See, you get so low very quickly that it's hard to pick out. Yeah, we're going to be kind of coming at a weird angle.
Stall. Stall.
Oh, crap. Wah! All right, let's see. No, okay. So, we got to look for that building. See, it doesn't give you much to go on. That's the problem. We're looking for like that hotel right by the beach there. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm gonna put this thing on the ground one way or the other. Well, we try to make it as entertaining as possible. How about that? Good times, good times. I thought, you know, part of the problem was when I came in, I saw the marker, right? Because there was like a little blue sort of box that's like your target of where they want you to touch down at, kind of thing. We may have to kind of do a recon. I thought I landed on the right one before, but because I couldn't slow down in time, that's the problem. This thing is very light on the touch, like just a little bit of change and it there's that building there. I think that's the one we were looking for. So I'm guessing it's this runway right here. There's that, so this should be the runway right here. It is to stall this thing.
Stall.
I think we got it this time. We did. We got a C. We'll take that C. That is okay in my book. I like C's. We did C work. We got a C. There we go. All right. That is definitely going to be it for today, folks. You do C work. That's what happens. You get a C. It's okay. We did C work. It's very, very difficult to pick out the markers and try to figure out a good approach. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. I will see you all tomorrow on the Dresden line. Dresden. We're going back to Germany again. Until then, enjoy the rest